So WooladyTv set up club bookings and had a trick ready for Dreamdoll Bri right before her tragic passing, and it's all caught Unalive. Watch this video.
Somebody wants you, girl.
A real trick.
A big one.
Before you go too fast after watching this video, I'm not here to put the blame on anybody. In fact, I'm here to spread awareness. If you know anything about the tricking or scamming world, you already know that nothing is free. I am personally so annoyed with this online trend growing from tricking, because when you have a trick, that trick is basically your pimp. He can do whatever he wants with you, and once you try to escape, there's no escape. If it's free, you're the product. You think a man is just gonna give you a $3,000 Chanel bag just because you look pretty? Once he knows that you'll give it up for money, he's gonna want you to do that to the bro. Now, the homeboy to trick. And please, for the love of God, do not join this woman's Trickster University or whatever it's called, and stop buying her ebook. Silly rabbit, tricks are not for kids. In fact, they're not for anybody. Tricks are for people who are trafficked into a game that they don't want to play.
Okay, let's talk about it, honey, because I've seen enough. Now, y'all know I really don't be posting like that, you know what I mean? And I really don't come on this app like that anymore. I be on other apps with the vibes, but every time I come on this app, I see the lady, Woolady. I see her content, I see little clips of her, and I see what she's about, and I'm gonna tell you just like this. I used to live in West Palm Beach when I was about 18 years old. You understand me? A lot of women from Florida, or who lives in Florida, they have her same mindset. I've hung out with women from Florida. I've tried to, build relationships and bonds with those women, but they have that same mindset. You have to understand that a lot of those women were kicked out of the house as adolescents, kicked out at about 13 or 14 years old, and then they ran to their homegirl house, who was like, girl, just come over here. Whole time their homegirl was living a whole totally different lifestyle, and that's how they got in the lifestyle. And then they had to escape like a thief in the night. You understand me? And we all know what happens when you don't take the time to heal. You too become the abuser yourself, right? Okay, so that lady, I ain't gonna say no allegedly, I'm telling you what I know, baby. Not what somebody told me, I'm telling you what I know. She's a madam, she works for the pimps, she is used to lure those women in. This girl just came out of nowhere. Come to Miami by yourself, go, wear this and wear that, baby. She already got the place set up. A lot of women that live in Florida has this same mindset. So while you're thinking that you're building a bond in a relationship with a homegirl, she already got it set up. If you confide in her about your home, like, I don't got family, I'm really not cool with my mom, baby, she already told them and gave them the rundown on you. And you gotta understand, those Miami dudes, those Florida dudes, baby, they different. They'll bring you in and pretend to be your man. They'll get your teeth fixed, they'll get your boob job, they'll even get your BBL and play that role. And next thing you know, you on that shit and you on that script doing what you gotta do. Y'all so gullible, it's a shame. And I'm gonna just leave you with this, baby. Nothing in life is free. And if it is, it costs too damn much. Y'all need to type.
News. Bri had a mansion party she had a mansion party. The party shut down. They had a great time at the party. Nothing happened at the party. No ops came. Everybody enjoyed their time. They threw $100,000 in the mansion party. Everybody had a great time. Everybody left the party and went to a gas station. When they went to a gas station, two girls that got nothing to do with Bri just died for no reason. Two girls started fighting. It went left where niggas jumped in and they followed their ass and they shot up the car. Bri just died for no reason. Bri and her cousins was in the car. She wasn't with no tricks. She wasn't with no homeboys. She wasn't with no strangers. She wasn't with no nigga she fucking on. Her nigga AJ and the other boy are her blood cousins in a vehicle with two other girls. And they got followed after the gas station. They went from the club and they got followed and went to a gas station. When they went to a gas station, two girls that got nothing to do with Bri just died for no reason. Two girls started fighting. It went left where niggas jumped in and they followed their ass and they shot up the car. Bri just died for no reason.
There's a dark cloud hovering over Broward, man. And I'm praying that God will come and protect this county. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in Broward County. And don't get me wrong, bad stuff happening all the time in South Florida. But this particular past week, South Florida, Broward County been looking crazy lately, man. With the North Florida, that parking lot in Walmart to the Lauderdale, ready getting Los Olas and drive-by, man. And what they did to that girl, that TikToker, man, just a damn shame, man. Truly a tragedy, dog. I ain't know her personally, but I had a lot of friends I knew her very, very well. And seeing them on Instagram or TikTok posting up, saying RIPs, crying, grieving, it's just not an easy sight to look at, man. Could have been avoided. It's not fair. Rest in peace to that girl, man. Truly a damn shame. God is coming soon. Enter a new week. Everything that happened this past week, all I do is pray that this new week will be filled with blessings, dog, safety, protection. You never know when your time will come, fam. When your time do come, where you gonna go? Please, guys, pray, read your Bible, go to church. Turn your life around. You never know where your time's gonna go.
After being handcuffed, detained, and taken into police custody, the 26-year-old was arrested hours after police say he stabbed and killed 2 men early Tuesday morning inside the Riviera Hills apartment complex on Northwest 19th Street in Lauderhill.
And videos from cameras on a nearby Tesla show the crime as it happened. A man and a woman are arguing. The man is seen walking toward the woman, follows her around a vehicle. A few moments later, investigators say she shot him. He died from his injuries. It happened yesterday in the middle of the day in the Walmart Supercenter parking lot on McNabb Road near Rock Island Road in North Lauderdale.
Bullets unleashed by the Broward Sheriff's Office on who they say was a wanted suspect. It happened Monday night on Sterling Road in Davie. BSO's fugitive and gang unit were attempting to arrest a man at this Wawa when deputies say he took off towards the McDonald's across the street.
They de-escalated or did a tactical retreat, took as best cover as they could, and continued to give this individual a multitude of commands to drop the firearm. And it's at that point in time, he looked and attempted to point the firearm at them, and they engaged him.
According to Miramar PD, around 5:30 in the morning, a shot spotter alert picking up the sound of rapid gunfire.
We found a car that had crashed into a house. 3 people were inside the car. All 3 had been shot.
Those 3 people, a woman and 2 men, rushed to an area hospital in critical condition.
Here you see what appears to be a green Lamborghini pulling up to the stop sign. That's when a white car comes around and then quickly drives off. That's when the Lamborghini starts to drift and you can see it slowly crash into the home. Now, just a few hours ago, Miramar police confirmed 21-year-old Brianna Johnson died and 2 men were taken to the hospital after being shot. We're told they were taken in critical condition, but right now no word on their condition at this hour. We've asked police and we are waiting to hear back. Now, investigators say 3 people driving in a green Lamborghini near the 2700 block of Sunshine Boulevard around 5:30 in the morning Sunday were followed by another car and shot at. Neighbors say they thought the barrage of gunfire was fireworks. Take a listen.
But it's a little like nerve-wracking for no reason, really. There's no reason for that type of behavior on 4th of July when we're all trying to come together for something as big as 250 years of freedom. So why do stuff like that?
Peace and blessings to the tribe. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Remember they said it, now we speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope. You're not watching Telescope channel. So, just getting straight into the premium black news, man. There's been a lot of stuff going on in Florida, particularly in Broward County. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from. That's like my stomping grounds. That's where I was born and raised. Been there damn near all my life. Best part of at least 20, 30 years. Still go back there. Actually, I just left back from there in May. And even when I went down there, like, everything looked way better. Everything that got built up. But it's a darker smug over the city. Like, you can damn near smell the death around you. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can peep that, like, everybody's on edge and shit like that. And the reason I'm talking about the city today, I mean, I normally have a story every now and then about the city, but the reason I'm talking about the city now and today, because it's like nowadays, ever since these gun laws passed with where you can like open carry and things, I don't really know the stipulations of how you can open carry and that sort of thing. But I know I seen people riding around with Dracos on their back. That was never allowed when I was down there. Before I went back down there in May, but when I was staying down there, that was never allowed. Just like little small shit like that was just never allowed. Like, that was actually a big thing if you get caught with an open carrying a weapon and stuff like that. Like, you know, that's pretty much brandishing a firearm back then. Now, you see people on Dracos with bikes. I mean, I post some videos so y'all can see, but I mean, my fault. I'm saying my fault. You see people on bikes with Dracos, right? But I'm gonna post some videos so y'all can see, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the reason why I'm bringing this story up is because a young rapper was just unalive down there. A 20-year-old girl was just unalive down there. All gun violence. We seen the viral story in North Lauderdale, Florida, down there when the lady claimed self-defense. She's still not incarcerated or anything like that. I think it was, in a sense, self-defense, but people were just like, fighting over a parking spot is kind of like a normal thing in Florida. Somewhere else, you might be like, what the hell, they fighting over a parking spot? No, in Florida, things go to 0 to 95 degrees, 0 to 100 real quick because of the heat down there. People aggravated, it's traffic, things are expensive, you know what I'm saying? So things get escalated real quick, like real quick. A lot of people got stuff on their mind down there, so it is a beautiful place to live. I'm happy I was born and raised there. Most of my immediate family down there. My daddy's still down there. My mama's still down there. Grandma's still down there. Cousin's still down there. Ask me when I'm coming back. But that's the thing. Like, it just to me personally, man, it seemed like the city on edge, man. I ain't even much lie, man. That's really like the most I can say about it. The city on edge, man. All these people, you know what I'm saying, passing away from gun violence now. The reason I brought up the dude, Off 10, that's his name, the rapper Off 10, I'm not sure if y'all familiar with him, but rapper named Off 10 was unalive by police, and a lot of people feel like it was foul play. When they said the story on the news, me myself, I thought it was foul play because my best friend, somebody that I made music with, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, I broke bread with. First person I told that, my wife was pregnant with, you know what I'm saying, my daughter, who is now 4. I was in the hospital and my daughter was being born and my boy passed away, but he, like, the people that know him from his community, they called him Charmaine, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that's from his religious community and stuff like that. That was his religious name. They call him Charmaine and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But me, my wife, my family, all our homeboys, me and his mutual friends, we called him Jeff, or we would call him White Boy, you feel me? That was his rap name, White Boy. So me and bro always made music together and stuff like that. Funny story, I will say this. We went to the casino one time. We went to the Hard Rock Casino one time. And at the time, like, we both was like, you know what I'm saying? We was coming up, we both was like kind of like flat, bro. Our pockets was touching. We was fucked up. I think I went in there with about, I want to say I probably went in there like $150. He hadn't just got paid. He went in there with like, I don't know, I think he had like, after he paid all his bills and shit, I think bro probably had like $200 or some shit. Maybe $250. And the Hard Rock, that's not a lot of money. You gonna blow through that shit. So, and I'm saying that to say, like a little sidetrack adventure. He blow through the bread, I blow through the bread, right? I'm down to my last $20. I think he got probably about like, maybe, I don't know, I think he probably had maybe about, I think he probably had maybe about, I want to say he had about $15 left, man. I'm at 20. He started off with a little bit more money than me. I'm at 20. And he had like 15. Boom. My money burnt. I burned mine. Bruh, fuck around. Look, bruh get on his last $5. Right? Bet it all. He get on his last $5. Bro, this nigga hit for like 2 bands. He was working the same machine. He never left that machine. Working the same machine. I was moving around. This nigga hit for like 2 bands or 2,500, some shit like that. Bro gave me a band. You feel me? Real nigga, bro. Real nigga, bro. We was in there all night. We was gambling together. Bro bust that shit down with me because he know I'm the same way. He knew my circumstances at the time. Like, we both was struggling, bro. We both was trying to make it. You feel me? We always did music together. We ate together. We went to go shop, buy clothes together. Like, that was my nigga. And Bruh bust that shit down halfway with me. I took that shit to the crib, gave my wife 500. I kept 500. Next day, me and bruh just chilling, you know, rocking it out. But I just say that to say he was a good nigga. And bro, he was unalived by the police. And then they ruled the situation as a self-deletion. I can't say the other word. But they ruled it like he deleted himself by cop. So with this situation, with the dude off 10, and he was a white dude, bro, and they ruled that shit like that. So with this dude off 10, for them, I'm gonna post a story. If it ain't already in the beginning, you'll see more of it. They unalived this dude in a McDonald's, bro. It ain't no surveillance showing him pulling a firearm or anything like that. You just hear rounds going off. And they said they had him as a suspect to, you know, a homicide or the unaliving of somebody else. But still yet, like, let him get his day in trial. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is pretty much, everybody, no matter what they say about you, everybody is supposed to have due process, bro. So you can see whether it's true or not, because it's a lot of things that get misconstrued. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it ain't. But this dude never got his day in trial, bro. They held court in the streets, bro. They handled that shit in the streets. And they saying that he had a firearm, so they probably gonna rule it as the same thing as my boy. They gonna rule it as an unaliving by a cop or self-deletion by a cop, right? They gonna say he deleted himself by charging at the cop with a firearm. That's how they play it in Florida. And with these new laws where it's open carry, it's gonna be easier for them to play it like that. And he black, so yeah, y'all down there know what's gonna happen with that. You feel me? That case is gonna be thrown up under the rug, especially once they start reviewing his music and trying to justify that. You know what I'm saying? To unalive him and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Saying that, you know, he already had, you know, search warrants out on him for a body or something like that. So, like, that's all in itself is going to be a spooky situation. But just moving on to the young lady that was unalived out there in Miramar, man. Her car was shot up, you know what I'm saying? I believe she was a younger lady, probably like 20, 21. And I think her name was Dreamdoll Bri. She's unalived. That shit damn near blew up like wildfire. It made, you know what I'm saying, damn near national news. Everybody talking about it. And just like a little inside scooping for what I'm hearing, a lot of people saying that, you know, she was in the sex work, you know, like she was dealing with this lady called, this internet personality called WooladyTv. And she was into, you know, the sex work and things of that sort. They was also saying that, you know, it was a setup and things of that sort. Now, I played the clip with the young lady saying what happened and why she passed away, but a lot of people saying that shit didn't really make sense. It sounded like a setup. 3 people shot, 1 unalived. It's a terrible situation because it's like, man, for you to be that young and to feel like, you know, you gotta sell your body, not even on no simp shit, but like she was a beautiful young lady, you know what I'm saying? And it just shows you like all her pictures are like very materialistic. Like she's in Maybach, she's in Lambos, and you know, the person that she was dealing with, obviously a lot of y'all might know the person who I'm talking about, the Woo lady. She posts on a lot of celebrities and getting women to, you know, pretty much find tricks, quote unquote find tricks. My wife said that she familiar with her. She actually went to her store. I don't know if it's called Stacy's Boutique or something like that, where she sell like, you know, clothes and accessories and things of that sort down there in Miami. She said she went there and bought some glasses or something like that from her. But not even throw no smut on nobody's name or nothing like that, because it hasn't been confirmed that she have anything to do with it. But that's what the street's saying. You feel me? The street's saying that, you know, she kind of introduced the girl Dreamdoll Bri to somewhat of that lifestyle, and it exposed her to peas and shit like that. And you know, it was a situation where something went wrong there. In the video, just from the naked eye and from people watching the situation, a lot of people are saying that it was a fight that ensued. They said that the girl had nothing to do with it, but dudes start jumping in, and then other dudes start jumping in, and then for whatever reason they followed the car that her and these two dudes were in. Now these two dudes were shot, put in critical condition, but none of them was unalive. She was the only one that was unalive. They said she took a headshot. The car crashed in front of into somebody's house, and you know, it went down, man. It was like a real, you know what I'm saying, it was like some shit that a lot of people never seen before, like a real situation. So that's that, you know what I'm saying. I get some more updates on that, you know what I'm saying, that little type of situation. I don't know, to me that's gossip, but I get some more information on that situation. I'll update y'all on that. I'm just here to talk about like all the stuff that's been going down in my city, you know what I'm saying. Prayers out to Broward, man, because there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. Another headline that made crazy news was the woman that's out there in North Lauderdale at the Walmart. I mean, I used to be going in there, you know, taking my girl there to go boost and stuff like that, and to get little stuff to return and stuff like that when it was down bad. Like, if you ever been in the streets and you know what I'm saying. That same Walmart, we used to walk out of that motherfucker with groceries and all type of shit, you know what I'm saying. That Walmart fed us, so I know exactly where that happened at. And like I said, man, shit in Florida, like, shit can happen in a split second, you feel me? Like, you could be in an argument can ensue, and the next thing you know, somebody pulling fire, and next thing you know, it's shots fired and people running. So that wasn't something that I wasn't unfamiliar with, you know what I'm saying. That case has been highly compared to the Carmelo Anthony case. The woman that did it, she's not in jail, not incarcerated right now. The state is talking about, you know, looking into whether they're gonna press charges or follow up with charges or not. If she's out right now free, they probably not gonna follow up with charges. They want to see what the public think. And 9 times out of 10, if the public is saying, hey, that's self-defense, it ain't gonna be no uproar about it, whether he was a vet or not. I know that narrative is put out there a lot too, that, you know, she unalived the vet, but she popped him one time. He was following her around the car, and it was clear self-defense. Like they say in Florida, there's no grounds to retreat. There's no reason for you to have to retreat. She retreated multiple times. The dude still ran up to her, and she had a firearm in her hand. Anybody in their right mind is going to back up as soon as you see a firearm pulled and you have no firearm. My best guess is that, you know, he was an Army vet. He was thinking about pushing up on her, getting a little bit closer and trying to disarm her and take that firearm from her, and then he probably would have unalived her. So, you know, that was a sticky situation within itself. But nevertheless, man, I'm gonna post some more clips and let y'all see what's going on. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section, man. If you know any updates about these stories, drop it in the comments, man. Let everybody else know. You know, if I missed anything, drop it in the comments. Let everybody else know. We love the engagement over here. We love the communication, and everybody got a voice at this panel, you know what I'm saying, or at this platform rather. Nevertheless, man, they said it, I'll be speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, not watching Telescope channel. Telescope, go.